Arirang TV will launch a 24-hour channel on the UN in-house network later today, becoming the first Korean broadcaster to establish a 5-year partnership with the UN. For more on what the new channel means for Korea-UN ties, our Hwang Sung spoke to Cristina Gallach, who is the UN Under-Secretary General for Communications and Public Information.
So give us your impression of Arirang TV's launching of this new 24-hour news channel on the UN in-house network.
Well, I think it's going to be a great instrument for the UN officials, the UN delegates, and everybody that comes to this place, to the UN, to follow the actualities of Korea, to follow the events there, and to be more in contact with the reality of your country. So we think it's a great instrument that's going to put us closer together, and we are particularly delighted.
Well, there are other international news channels like CNN and BBC that have already launched their channels on the UN network. What kind of roles have they been playing?
Well, they have been extremely helpful in promoting the United Nations policies, the decisions, the agreements, and sometimes, of course, the disagreements. So we think that having more media involved in the United Nations is the best way to promote the UN values and UN activities.
How can Arirang TV distinguish itself from the other news channels on the UN network?
No doubt that Arirang TV is going to bring a special angle because of the country that comes from and because of the region. So we think that this Asia view is going to be very important. It will be a little bit different, and we think it's going to be a great contribution to the knowledge and to understanding.
Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, in his congratulatory message for Arirang TV, expressed hopes to see the channel play a key role in bridging the gap between Korea and the UN. How should Arirang TV go on about in doing this, and how can the channel bolster Korea-UN ties, in your view?
I think the best way to bolster those ties is to report consistently, accurately about the United Nations efforts. At the same time, to report in a very active manner about the key role that the Republic of Korea plays in the United Nations. We are witnessing an ever more acting Republic of Korea in UN affairs. For example, now the Republic of Korea is going to chair one of the social economic committees, a key committee in the UN organization. So knowing for the world to know more the role of Korea is very important. So we think that no doubt more information about these activities is going to bolster the relationship.
Thank you, Under Secretary General Gallach, for your time today.
It's my pleasure.